Don't mind me, I'm just over here eating these nuts. Hello, Bandana. How are you? Triple A, what's up? Jerry, how are you, buddy? I'm eating some nuts. Shadow Wolf, what's up, my dude? I'm in black and white because Shadow Wolf, it's all in black and white. I'm gonna break that down in a minute. James Best, what's up? 1911. How are you? Right now, I'm eating some nuts. Yeah, hairless nuts right here. Everybody needs a good salty nut in their mouth. So, I titled this video, it's all in black and white for a reason. And I've been seeing a lot of stuff on Apocalypse. I've been seeing a lot of stuff on Instagram and Facebook and all this about like haters and friends, and when your friends become your haters and all that kind of shit, right? Like, I'm sure you guys have all experienced that in your life. But if you take a step back from that, before that friend became a hater, now I'm not going through anything. I'm not having any friend issues or anything like that because I have a very small handful of friends, or people that I call friends, and I'm not going through anything. This is just generally speaking. But if you sit back and you look at before the friend became a hater, you'll see a few things that were in black and white. You'll see a few telltale signs, or maybe you'll hear about conversations they had with other people in reference to you or whatever, and you should have seen it coming. You know what I mean? Can you guys agree with that? There's very few friends that fall out from being friends that didn't give you signs before it happened. At least in my opinion. So, when I see like a couple of friends that have fallen out and they go their separate ways, I saw it coming, because say you have two friends, say there's a group of 3 or 4 or 5 of you, whatever, and y'all talk at the same time, hang out, drink beer, shoot pool, throw darts, whatever it is you do, and everybody's cool and kosher and everything, and then later on, one of those guys comes to you on the side and he's talking about whoopsie woo, da 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 da, talking about another friend, trying to get you to join in on the hate party. And you kind of ask yourself, like, man, why is he talking all crazy? And then a couple weeks later, they're not friends anymore. They don't want to talk. They don't want to hang out, whatever. And you find out it's over some dumbass shit. Some dumbass shit. Not like anything serious. Not like he stole a whole bunch of money from me, or he took my girl, or fucking fingered my dog, whatever. No kind of crazy shit. Just over dumb shit. And I kind of relate that to, like, do you guys remember the 90s, right? Some of you will. Some of you might not be old enough to remember the 90s. You might have lived during the 90s, but you don't remember them. But you remember the 90s, like 92, 93, in that area. Starter jackets were the big thing. Remember that? Everybody had a starter jacket. And there was a couple different versions of the starter jacket. There was the actual jacket. There was the long jacket, like the winter starter jacket. And there was the pullover starter jacket. And it had the little S, the little S with the star, zipper pull, Remember that kind of shit? But if you didn't have a fucking starter jacket, you weren't friends. Or you weren't cool. So if you had a jacket and your friend didn't have a fucking jacket, hey, we can't hang out with you, Steven. Nah, you ain't got the starter jacket. We trying to look cool out here. We trying to look cool out here in junior high school. Listen, the cheerleaders, they be liking the starter jacket. You ain't got a starter jacket. You just wearing a puffy coat. We can't have that. Remember that shit? That's the dumb shit that friends be fucking fighting over nowadays. Even as adults, as men in their 40s, grown-ass men be fighting over the fact that this guy don't wear the same fucking coat as this guy, right? So then the guy that has the coat, he runs off and he starts talking shit, spreading all kinds of fucking lies and telling secrets and shit that he swore that as long as you still had your coat, or if you was getting a coat, or if we still had the same coat, I wouldn't tell nobody shit. You know what I mean? It's just fucking ridiculous. Grown ass men. You know what I mean? That act like that. Like, oh, you drive a Volvo and I've got a fucking Western Star, so we can't be cool. You know what I mean? Or you drive a fucking, and we're all guilty of that, I guess. But like your friends are supposed to be proud of you, not jealous of you. So that's the thing. Like jealousy is very bad for friendships. Very bad, because if you're the successful friend, you will lose tons of people. You will lose tons of people. If you become the successful friend, you will lose tons of fucking people. Like a lot of people, they come to ask me, what the fuck what's going on with so-and-so? What's going on with so-and-so? I don't talk about that shit anymore. That shit leads you to trouble. You lose all kinds of friends doing that shit. If it ain't your business, don't talk about it. If you're not involved in it, don't talk about it. Train Boy, what's happening? Mike O'Donnell, I see you up in here, my guy. Appreciate you being here. Jeremy and Selena, Robert Denal, maybe? I think. Well, and the same thing, Shadow Wolf. It's the same thing applies. You went to school in the 20s. You were in high school. What year did you graduate? Like 1925, some shit like that. What's up, Tony? And back then, you were either a greaser or whatever, and you had your slick hair and a Letterman jacket. If you didn't have that and a fucking hot rod or something, you weren't driving the newest Model A when Shadow Wolf was in high school. You were out of the fucking clique. You were out of here. You were fucking gone. Needless to say, it's pronounced Daniel, but spelled differently. Okay, well, there we go. I tried. Okay, can I get fucking credit for trying? You should just spell it like that. Your old friend is James Best, and he abuses you. I believe that. James Best abuses himself, actually. Like, he hurts himself when he jerks it. But that's how James Best gets the perfect hair flip. He just jerking it, and it shoots so hard it knocks his fucking hair back. that's how James Best got the hair flip. He's just fucking beating the shit out of it, just assaulting his penis. Low blows, peels his wig back. That's how he gets the hair flip. He keeps it out of the way, so there's no accidents. You know what I mean? But it's just ridiculous to see, friends do that, and I'm guilty of it. I've been involved in those kind of little, tit for tat type situations. But when you have, friends that have been really good friends for a long time, and they know shit about each other, and then they fall apart, and then one of those guys goes and starts running his mouth, and the other guy doesn't say shit. I mean, it easily shows you who the guilty party is. You know what I mean? In situations like that, or if you have a group, a few people that are talking shit about the one guy, just they're the fucking guilty ones. They're usually the jealous ones, or they're envious of something, some kind of success in the other person's life, whatever it is. Like, I'm sure you guys are all jealous of RVT. He's coming up on his third marriage today, and I'm pretty sure you guys wish you could get some of those notches in your belt, but he's done it. He did it before you. And not many of us have been married by Elvis. Some of us actually went to church, or justice of the peace, some kind of official. But Elvis, hey, thank you, type shit. I know you guys are all jealous. So there's that. And then where are you guys at? Like say you're having a problem at home, okay? So you're having a problem at home. Now I'm gonna give you guys a hypothetical here. So say I won't even say a problem. Exactly. Not impressed. Exactly. And I think I know who that is, so I'm going to give you a wrench. There we go, so that you stand out and I don't miss your comments. But anyways, so say you're having some issues at home, whether it be with your spouse or whatever, or your children, and you just need to vent, or something happens in your family's life, and and you need to vent to somebody. Okay, I'm sure you guys have had something like this happen. Something happens in your life. Maybe one of your kids does something crazy, or whatever, and you want to go and talk to the boys about it. So you tell your best friend, your closest friend, your confidant, and you guys wear the same coats. You're in the clique and everything. You tell your friend about it, and then you have a falling out, right? Because you're like, you know what? I like being around you. I like being in our clique, but I kind of don't like the way that Esteban talks about Julian. You see what I'm saying? When Esteban talks about Julian, I don't like that. So I'm not going to be in the clique anymore. You can have my starter jacket. And then you go your separate ways. You're just like, hey man, no harm, no foul. You dad each other up. It's all love. And then a few days after, you dadded each other up, patted each other on the ass, did a little butt cheek lift, whatever. Your friend over here, we'll say his name is Lefty. Okay, we'll say Lefty. Lefty starts talking to Esteban about the shit you told him that was happening in your family. What do you think about Lefty? What do you guys think about Lefty? Now, Lefty told Esteban, and Esteban don't like your ass. Okay? Esteban don't like you. And Lefty is telling Esteban the shit that you told him in confidence. So what do you on where are you guys at on Lefty? What do you guys think about Lefty? You think Lefty is still down? You think he's still your homie? What do you do with Lefty? That's what I'm saying. Lefty's telling your secrets to Esteban, who Esteban, you used to be clicked up with. You used to be clicked up with Esteban, but Lefty's telling Esteban shit. And then Esteban is going and running his mouth, telling other people your shit. Now, Lefty didn't mean for Esteban to go tell your bullshit, but Esteban is running your mouth. You know what I'm saying? Or Esteban is putting your shit out there. Lefty's not. Esteban is. But Lefty was the one that you originally told your shit to. You know what I'm saying? I mean, Lefty didn't put your shit out to everybody, but he told Esteban your shit. So is he guilty? You know what I'm saying? Is Lefty guilty of betrayal? Does Lefty deserve to be outed? Okay, James Best. So you have a friend, James Best. You have a couple friends. All right. Now you were clicked up as friends, and you don't like Esteban. Esteban don't like you, but you guys are cordial. You hang out because you're friends with Lefty. You and Lefty are no longer friends. So Lefty goes and tells Esteban, who doesn't like you, shit about your life that you didn't want Esteban to know. And then Esteban goes and spreads your shit. Lefty's not spreading your shit to anybody but Esteban. Lefty was your boy, but because you guys both don't have starter coats anymore, he fucking telling Esteban dry snitching. Okay, Bandana understands what I'm saying. Hopefully you guys catching my drift here about the organization of where the shit's coming from. Cause see, I got a couple friends who knew some shit about each other. And one of them is going and telling other people the shit that the other friend told him in confidence, and that shit is getting out. You see what I'm saying? It's getting out because I'm hearing about shit that I wasn't told by the original friend that was told to another friend, and so I'm just curious. Fucking Tiny. You should have went with you. I should have used YouTubers' names. I should have used YouTubers' names. Tiny, you're but they got it then. I can leave you guys outside. I go in here and switch. So you just hang out right here. If I take my phone inside, it'll disconnect. Let's see how much is left in this tank. Only 100 gallons, so it's gonna switch. We're gonna have to switch it over. We're emptying a silo. I'd take you guys in and show you the little milk room area, but my phone will disconnect. It'll drop in there. Signal will drop. So James Best gets it. So what do you guys think of Lefty? Okay. You're going to go with jealousy also. That is definitely possible, Bandana. That's definitely possible because, let's see, you as the friend might have just gotten a new pickup. And Lefty couldn't get one. Lefty couldn't get himself a pickup. Okay? Lefty couldn't get himself a pickup. But you got a new pickup. Lefty didn't. And he's telling Esteban all your shit. Now, Lefty doesn't have the intention of your shit getting out, but it is because he told Esteban. Esteban's spreading your shit. Lefty thought he could trust Esteban, but he couldn't trust Esteban. And in this scenario, I mean, I could give you the real people's names, like who's Lefty, who's Esteban, and who are you. I mean, I could do that, but then, you know, that might cause trouble for people. And I don't want to do that. I'm just hypothetically speaking on all this and with you know, random names and stuff. All right, there we go. That tank's empty. Now I can switch this hose because we need a little more milk to top off my tank. Yeah, I mean? Yeah, I mean? Nah, I mean? All right, we're going to let that there drain out the rest of the way. Move this here. Shit. I think I'm back. If I'm back, say I'm back. The old phone went and got hot. I left it in the sun there. The sun's bright as shit today. Am I back? Am I back? Am I back? All right, I'm back. Thank you. Good deal, James Best. Thank you, sir. So, anyways, so it was not, I don't think it was Lefty's intention initially for the shit to get out, right? But he told someone he knew would probably put it out. Okay? Probably. So I don't know if he was hopeful that it would get out, if he didn't want it to get out, but he knew that that person was not good at keeping secrets because that person has told secrets before. But Lefty still told Esteban. And Esteban went and told, he went and told Juan. Okay? And then Juan went and told the original person whose business it was. Said, hey, I heard about this, whoop-de-woo, is that true? And he'd be like, fuck, I only told one person about that. How do you know that? Well, Esteban told me. Well, I didn't originally tell Esteban. I told Lefty. So that means Lefty told my shit to Esteban, who told you, you come back to me, checking on me. So is Lefty a piece of shit who deserves to be exposed? Is Lefty just someone you need to shelf and ignore? You know, what do we do with Lefty? Better yet, what do we do with Esteban? Because Lefty and Esteban are still cool. And the crazy thing is, Lefty defends him. Now Hensley is not Juan. You never say if Lefty apologizes, you'd give him a pass. But would you continue to be Lefty's friend, James Best? That's the question. Do you again trust Lefty or allow Lefty to build trust again? And remember, this is very sensitive stuff. I agree. Go after Esteban, 100%. Fuck Esteban. Esteban is a piece of shit. Esteban married his fucking grandmother. Now remember, but the information was very sensitive. Okay? I wouldn't trust him again. Correct. Yeah. Tell Lefty to get fucked. I like Brian right there. Brian, good deal. Absolutely needs to be exposed. Marty, I like that. Shelf him till the trust is built. Ooh, Bandana, that's a toughie. Can you rebuild the trust? Because he told people some very intimate, personal shit that, you know, in a situation could be used against you to harm you, but wouldn't harm you. It would hurt your family more than it would harm you. Very, very touchy situation. Lefty, Esteban, they're two peas in a pod. Lefty and Esteban, you know, they like to butt fuck, I guess. Fuck them both. Lefty's not the wife, so leave him. I get it. Thor, you just texted me that I'm buffering. If you're watching, just refresh. Someone type refresh in there. So Thor texted me, said I'm buffering. I know, I was. I'm not anymore. He's driving and listening. Don't trust any of them again. Yeah, Robert Daniel. I agree. We definitely don't trust Esteban and Lefty again. That is for sure. But I say, Team Tiny, it might. It might, Team Tiny. You might be on to something. You might be on to something, Team Tiny. Juan sounds like a great guy. Juan is a pretty good guy. Not impressed. He's a pretty good guy. Although I've seen him in some very compromising pictures, Juan is a very good guy. Juan is a very good guy. Although I've seen him in some compromising situations in photoshopped pictures that I wouldn't be able to post on the internet just because they, you know, I'd be put in Facebook jail or something. But you might be onto something there, Team Tiny. All of this video has hidden clues in it for certain people who will get those clues. If you can decipher those clues, you can figure out who I'm really talking about and what I'm really talking about. But they're hidden in this video throughout the whole 20-something minutes of it. Even the title plays a role in this, and I'm throwing shots at somebody this whole time. And the person I'm throwing shots at is Lefty, not Esteban. Well, Esteban's a dick, but Juan's a good guy because Juan did the right thing. He heard something about a friend and went to the friend and said, "Hey, I'm hearing this about you. What's the deal?" Da da da. He didn't spread it. He went to the guy who it was supposedly about and said, "Hey, the Lefty's telling your shit to Esteban." You know? Can you throw to crack the riddle? It is a riddle, James Best. And I'll tell you what, if you figure it out, it would be probably the biggest story to hit YouTube trucking in a very, 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 very long time. Because it's that fucking twisted. And that demented. And that crazy. You're going to say the Three Amigos. Just saying. Well, I don't know who the Three Amigos are. Okay, Heath Albertson. I'll be your hero. I could be your hero, baby. Okay? I could be your hero, baby. But I like to drop clues because, again, I don't want to cause anybody any discomfort. No, yes, I do, actually. I do. I want I want Lefty to go live on YouTube and tell everybody what he did and why he did it so that everybody can fucking laugh at him and say it's a dumb reason to do that. That's kind of a ridiculous reason, actually. But it is what it is. So, coach selling out for like a third time. No, AAA, it would be bigger than that because it involves a lot of different shit that you may or may not understand. I don't know because I'm not gonna mention it, of course, but you may or may not understand it. Either way, I got a new pickup. I used to Photoshop Little Guy. I never did Photoshop Little Guy. That was a friend of mine named Joe Harding who used to do the actual size pictures where it was like the mini Little Guy like on different shit. I just posted them. He would make them and send them to me, and I posted them. I mean, I might have made a few, but as you can see, my tanker's almost full, so I got to get out of here. If you can figure this riddle out, leave your guess in the comments after the video posts, and if somebody gets it right, maybe we'll talk about it further later on today. Maybe I'll go live in another couple hours when I'm at the next dairy. Guys, be safe. God bless. Have a great day. Hopefully you're enjoying the sunshine wherever you're at. Peace, everybody.